Together with us, we have a team from KCCA and Uganda Police, specifically Directorate of Traffic. And the spot check mainly is to confirm compliance. As you are aware, we've been having complaints from the general public, but also the recent crashes, especially by buses which don't have statutory requirements. We checked some buses, some of them don't have route charts, and the owners were trying to hide these buses in the park under the pretext that they are being repaired. But we have also advised the park management that any vehicle that requires repair should not remain in the park. It should go in the garage and then bring it when it is ready to load passengers. So we found some buses. We made samples, about 2-3 cases, and we found they didn't actually comply to the statutory requirements, route charts and PSVs. But also some of the drivers were running away. Number two, we found a number of blockers at the entrance. Actually, some of them were trying to pull me thinking I'm a passenger. And we found them fighting. But the management here has started the process of having guides. So we advise that they should have guides. Every company should provide staff who will be assisting these guides. But next time we are going to be coming now in full force with the KCC and the police to deal with the issue of blockers. The brokers issue fake tickets. They fight with passengers. You find the passenger in a bus, the luggage is in a different bus. The passenger has maybe children are being loaded in a different bus, and the parent is in a different bus. So this must stop. We have also guided the park management for self-regulation to help the ministry enforce statutory requirements, route charts, PSVs, badges for drivers. This should be enforced. And then leave the ministry and police to monitor. So they have committed, and we have given them 3 weeks to clean up the house. We shall come also to look at the facilities of the park. We are going to discuss this with our colleagues from KCCA and Uganda Police Force. In terms of these parks, again, also we want to make sure that they are properly gazetted by KCCA. Now, we also discovered that these drivers drive for longer hours. Somebody drives from Chisoro, same company, reaches here, jumps into another bus, drives to Soroti Ombare. So we are coming up with a new system. It is now in the initial stages of being tested, where we have what you call biometric login. And this specifically will help us to deal with drivers. Issues of fatigue, issues of speed. You log in from here, we are going to train the bus owners, the management of the park, but also the police. So verification of police at checkpoints will be through biometric check-in and then login. The driver leaves, say, Kampala, now it is coming to 9. So we don't expect you in Rukaya at 10. That means you are speeding. But also it will tell us if you drove from Mbale to Kampala. Now they see you driving from Kampala to Chisoro when you are supposed to be resting. So all these are going to help us to deal with issues of fatigue, driver behavior, issues of speed, and we think our passengers should be able to travel well. We have also introduced mandatory vehicle inspection. Most of these buses need to go for this mandatory motor vehicle inspection. So my team, I have already asked my team, like this bus we found for Baby Coach, which was loading passengers illegally, should first undergo this inspection before it is allowed back on the road. The management of the park has been cautioned not to allow buses which are not inspected. The owner chose to put that bus on the road, carry children with a driver who has even no badge. So we want now to hold individuals and institutions accountable. We have chased your bus, you pick this bus and put it back on the road, we must hold you accountable as responsible for the death of these people. So we will continue sensitizing the public, the passengers who are here. The ministry is there to make sure that you are protected when you are moving. We'll continue sensitizing the bus drivers and the owners, but also we shall make sure that the enforcement comes into hand. Because sensitization only without enforcement becomes entertainment. So we want to make sure that as we sensitize, we enforce. From here, we are moving now to another park to see compliance. But also, we want the bus owners, because they also brought these complaints to me, to my office. I think they have even written to my minister, and we are going to address some of these. We are starting from these, especially the brokers. So we wanted to do spot checks to look at compliance issues. Now, next time, we shall also come in a different way to look at, does the park provide what it's supposed to provide? And this one we shall be guided by KCCA.
You talked of how the park ownership is helping in enforcement.
Yes.
Only look on as people carry out activities without meeting the requirements.
Yes, because now, we have held a meeting with the KCCA, and there are some issues. I don't know whether Leonard is around from KCCA. Leonard? Yes. This gentleman comes from KCCA. He will tell you what now we have agreed on. We have agreed with KCCA that let the buses be loading passengers in gazetted parks. Not in gazetted, what you call gazetted garages, no. Somebody comes and gets a plot, and then he wants to go to KCCA that I'm going to develop a park. The bus cannot even turn. And you think you want to load passengers from that. No, we are saying, KCCA, give us a list of gazetted parks. So that's another operation coming, and they are working on this as KCCA to make sure that the parks which are gazetted should be the ones, because I have told you, we are going now to be distributing some gadgets for park owners or park management to be used for enforcement of these drivers and the rest. So we will rely more on KCCA's information on those parks which are gazetted. And any other local government, because our role as a ministry, we come in only to look at the requirements jointly with the KCCA. Of course, for us, we will look at the space. Before KCCA approves, if there are about 90 buses, we shall say, what about facilities? Where do passengers sit? What about washrooms and the rest? What about the elderly? So all these, the children, we look into this.
What is Kasande's role in enforcement?
Who?
Kasande.
Who is Kasande?
What is his name?
Oh, this is Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday is the manager of this.
From your perspective,
yes.
What should be his role?
He was number one, in addition to his own business. When it comes to government, the statutory requirements, no bus should be loading passengers in this park when it doesn't have the statutory requirements. Issues of route charts, issues of PSV which allow the bus to load passengers, issues of drivers who are operated by Ministry of Works, and they should be having badges. So before the bus loads or takes off, his or his guides, representatives, should ensure that all those statutory requirements are complied with. And that is his role. And usually when we are having meetings with owners and their management, is that we need also self-regulation. Do not allow a bus to load passengers. When you don't have, I'm happy there is a gentleman here, I think one of the companies, Savannah, you have seen, he has stopped his buses because they don't have tires. They are in bad shape. So he said that he wants first to repair them before he comes back on the road. And we want to commend him because he could have chosen to bring these buses when they are in bad shape. But he has decided to park his buses. The only thing which I have cautioned this man here is that buses, when they're in bad mechanical condition, you don't leave them in the park. You ask the owner to take those buses to the garage, repair, and come back. Because you are taking space. And that affects also the passengers. So I think that is also something that we are going to enforce with KCC.